This video is to show you how to do a transmission drain and fill. This is a 2018 Hyundai Santa Fe. The tools you need for this would be your fluid, ATF from Valvoline, jack stand, a pan, a long funnel, a torque wrench, a 3/8 wrench, Phillips screwdriver. This is a 15-16 socket. This is a 10mm long socket. You need a long extension with a 3/8 at the end. First, you're going to want to lift your car up and you're going to remove this bottom cover. To do that, you're going to have to remove this 10mm bolts that are spread around, all the way around. Some of them are even Phillips screws, so you got to remove that too. This is how the cover looks when it's off. I put the screws back on so I remember where they go when I put it back on. There's a total of 10mm bolts and 3 Phillips screws. You have 1 there, 2, 3, 4 bolts on the passenger side. Then you have a plastic Phillips, a bolt, Phillips screw, another bolt, and Phillips screw, and another bolt. And on the driver's side, you have another bolt here, another one there, and another one there. Now you need a pan that's going to be short enough so when you lower your car, it's not going to hit your transmission. We're going to be using a 15-16 socket to remove the drain plug. Just a little bit. That's it. Next, just lower your car and just let it drain for a few minutes. Most people remove the air box, but if you look at the side, you can reach the 3/8 plastic fill plug with a long 3/8 extension. I don't have one, so I had to put a few together. But if you don't have one, just remove these 2 plastic screws and you can remove the air box, and that'll be probably a little bit easier for you to reach. We are going to use the square piece to loosen the plug. Loosen it, and then you can remove it with your hand. And there's the plug. Next, we're going to remove this plastic level with a 3/8 wrench, but when we loosen it, we can't pull it out because this plastic here is on the way. So in order to pull it out, we have to take off this 2 10mm bolts. This is one, and the other one is up here. So I already loosened it. So just take them off. And then you could pull this back a little to give you more space. So now you grab your 3/8 wrench, put it in the square, and you turn it counterclockwise. Now you have space, you can pull it out. And here's your level. When you're adding new fluid to it and it starts leaking from here, that's when you know your transmission is full and you can stop adding more fluid. Once the transmission is done draining, you get your drain plug and you clean it real good. Make sure you take off all the junk that's on it. Then after that, you install a new washer or just flip it around, the one you already have. Put it back on. And we're going to torque this to 29 foot-pounds. That's it. For this car, I'm using Valvoline Max Life, and as you can see from the old container, we took out just about 4 quarts. That's the same that comes in the new jug. So we have to get this whole jug in it. Now put your pan back under the transmission and get a long funnel and put it where the fill plug goes. Now slowly you're going to start adding the transmission fluid into the funnel. Once the fluid starts pouring out, that means it's full. You can put the cap back on. Next, you're going to turn on the car and you're going to shift it to different positions for a few seconds. First, you're going to put it on the drive. Back to park. Back to drive. Back to park. Reverse. Park. Neutral. And then back to park. Then while the vehicle is still on, you're going to remove back the level cap and you're going to keep adding more fluid until you get back the same amount that you took out. You got to put back in and it starts overflowing through the level too. Okay, last things, don't forget to put back the 2 screws you took off, that one and the other one which is down here. I already put those on with the 10mm wrench. After that, you're going to grab your fill cap, you're going to put it back on. You can put it back by hand. After that, you grab your extension. And you're going to tighten it, but not too hard because it's plastic, so pretty much until it stops by itself. Right there. That's good enough. Last thing left to do is to jack up your car and put on the bottom cover. And if you forgot where the screws go back to the beginning of the video and you'll remember. Alright, that's it.